All right, folks, welcome back to another fantastic edition of Opali Presents Know Your Pros. And today's guest, we have Oana Molodai of OM Drapes Design. They are a window treatment business here in Huntington Beach, California. Oana is the owner, the designer, and oversees all installation of her custom window treatments, drapes, you name it. Oana is the person you want to know in Orange County if you are looking for a solution for that new build or a refresh of a space that might need something new on the windows. Oana, thank you for joining us today.
Wow, thank you so much, Henry. I'm really excited to be here.
Oana, you are somebody who runs a really tight ship, and I got a great impression from your business when I first Googled you, right? You've got OM Drapes Design, the website. The listing looks proper. Your Yelp, your Instagram, your Facebook, it's all right there for people to browse and check out, see what your offerings are. And you're a tailor-made fit for what we do at Know Your Pros. So thank you for coming on. What I didn't see, though, there is a little bit of background on why it was that you ended up starting this business. I know you've been written up in Voyage, Los Angeles, and a couple other media sites, but I wanted to have you here today to tell that story to our viewers and to anybody who's looking to learn a little bit more.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And yes, you are right. We don't really have, how it all started. And how it all started is with me finding a gap in the market, I guess. We were buying our first home and we needed window treatments. And I had just about maybe five calls. Only one showed up and two sent estimates. And in the end, I was like, something's wrong here. And, I looked more into it. And I just feel, I don't know if you've ever had that feeling that something comes your way in a way that you have to grab the opportunity, because that's how I felt. I felt like the universe was showing me something. It was right in the beginning of the pandemic, and I was actually looking for something else to do. I used to be a chief marketing officer. For a startup. The startup did not make it through the pandemic, so here you are with a business opportunity that presented to me, and I just grabbed it and went with it. And it's been quite a journey. I'm in love with what I do, and I love growing this business and giving back to my community here.
For people like me, who, are millennials who are looking for prompt service, like a personalized touch, something that's less transactional and more, I'm getting what I want, but I'm also getting it in a way that I feel good about what I'm doing. It's so absent these days, especially in that kind of contractor world, right? You might get some gruff office administrator who picks up the phone for you, or you might just get a number thrown at you from an email or a text message, and it just doesn't feel very good. And it seems like you're there to fill that vacuum where that, maybe hasn't existed in Orange County. I mean, like, that's what you bring to the table, right? You're very on top of it. You're very kind and outgoing from what I can tell. And, that certainly reflects in your business.
Harry, I think you nailed it. I have a few words that just come in my mind all the time, and that I run my business off of. And one is we listen. We really listen to all of our customers. We care. We really do care. And I don't want to be a feminist, but I have a women-owned business, and I think nobody else cares as much as we do. Um,
I would
my
agree.
other other words that I run the business off of is a job well done. And this really is across, to my installers, my assistant. We really want to do a job well done. And I think you're right. I mean, this is why I'm in business, because I want to push the boundaries of this industry. I have a background in marketing. I have an MBA. I look at this industry in a different way, and at this business in a different way, where I really want to set new standards, and I really want to grow in the community, for the people who hire us.
Right. Well, and you also mentioned that you want to grow for the sake of your daughter too. I mean, like your daughter at the beginning of the pandemic, she said, that mommies don't work, and you are out there to prove her wrong. But I'm sure that you want to, create a business that you can grow into something bigger that you, of course, still have your hands on. But to probably give your family and your children, a mother that can be there, who can take that time. As an entrepreneur, you've got a lot more flexibility than being a marketing manager for some startup. I mean, you're going to be burnt at both ends,
Absolutely.
right?
Yes, absolutely. And I am in business for this reason, to be a role model for my kids. I really feel like these past 3, 4 years have been modeling them as well. And my son is 13. He's opening packages for me. He's doing 9 arounds. He's, giving out flyers for me. My daughter's really proud. She comes home with a colleague the other day, and she's like, "Oh, what are these?" I had samples and fabrics, and she's like, "My mom is a designer, and this is actually her own business. She named her business. She made her business. She's the business owner." So that made me really, really proud. And I know that she'll learn from this, and she'll know that she can be successful too.
Oh, that's such a fantastic principle to instill in your children. The idea that you can be entrepreneurial and start your own thing and be successful at it. And you've certainly done it in a short amount of time, right? You mentioned to me before we started shooting that you've done in 3 years what most businesses do in 10 years, which is impressive beyond all, belief. It's fantastic. You talked about those three tenets of what OM Drapes Design stands for earlier on here, but my last question is always to business owners. Hey, what is it or why is it that somebody should call you over that other business? You talked about the job well done and, all of the times that you come back and just ensure that everything is perfect for your client. What is that kind of intangible for you? Why is it that somebody should talk to OM versus some of the big box guys?
You gotta stop me here, okay? Because I have many. But you mentioned before, in the contractor world, where you don't always get people to come on time. You don't always get them to have a streamlined communication, and that's exactly what we do. We work with a lot of customers who are rebuilding their homes, renovating, or just building new homes, and they're all stressed out. It's a huge process, and our processes are really streamlined. We call ourselves stress-free company. You hire us, and then you're not going to worry about your window treatments. The other thing is, and I want to say why we're different from big
Yeah,
stores,
please.
because I feel, we're a small business, right? And how we're different is we carry a lot of manufacturers, a lot of major manufacturers, something that maybe, I don't know, 100 Douglas Galaxy won't have because they only sell 100 Douglas. But we are here to give our customers what they need, not what we need to sell. So I'm going the extra mile to find the right fabric for them, even if it's from out of 50 manufacturers. We have a local workroom that not a lot of people have, and not a lot of people have access to. And the other main thing, which you did say that I grew in 3 years, like others have in 10. I'm part of a national association which is called Exciting Windows. And it's a group of maybe 100 plus business owners, only window treatment owners. I learn a lot. We meet every week. I have so many resources. I can, call anybody to ask about new products, about new technologies, about customers, whatever it is. So I'm really always learning and always being there for the customer. I run my business on quite a few principles, and I think that you can see that in our reviews and in how we've grown over the past few years.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it's always great too to have a broker, somebody who has lots of options for you, just because you're going to get that custom delivery to what it was exactly that you would imagine from the top, right? You wanna are there to help them realize it and execute on it. But I think it's a great point that you make. The big box guys, they have an interest to sell what it is they have, and you have an interest to design, a treatment option that is exactly what that client of yours has imagined. And I would want to use somebody like you if in the moment where I inevitably get one of these houses that are out there on the market these days. So um
Awesome.
of course. Well, I do want to wrap up here because we're short on time, but before we go, can you let folks know where they can engage with you? How they can get in touch with OM Drapes Design online, or if they're looking from across the country here?
Absolutely. So our website is omdrapesdesign.com. And we have quite a few inspirational pieces there and a lot of pictures. We do a good job on Instagram and Facebook. It's again OM Drapes Design, and they can reach out to me via email. It's my name, Oana at omdrapesdesign.com.
Just absolutely stunning work that you've got on the Instagram right now. I'm a little bit distracted sitting even here at our interview at the moment. Love looking through this stuff, Juana. And for folks, for anybody curious, it's all in the description as it always is down below. Check out what Juana has to offer. Engage with her. Give her a call if you are looking for a custom solution, a custom window treatment for your home, whether it's a new build or space that needs refreshing. Juana, thank you again so much for being a guest here today with us on Know Your Pros.
Henry, this was super fun. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.